Is America a Christian nation? Were we founded on Christian values? Nation Daddy himself, George Washington, was sworn in as our first president on April 30th, 1789. Most people don't realize this, but the first national proclamation ever issued by an American president was a call to prayer and thanksgiving. In 1789, George Washington said it was the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey his will, and to be grateful for his blessings. Think about that for a second. The very first president of the United States believed that the success of the nation depended, at least in part, on humility before God, obedience to moral law, and gratitude for what we've been given. Now, in today's culture, even mentioning something like that might get you canceled. At the very least, someone will attempt to fact check you. Fact grok you, is that a thing yet? It makes people uncomfortable. But Washington's point wasn't about forcing religion on anyone. It was about recognizing that a healthy society is built on something deeper than politics, power, or personal preference. A nation that desires to be built on character and competence cannot partake in moral or ethical relativism. It requires a strong moral foundation, an unwavering foundation of core values. At Honor-Bound Fit, we have 14 core values that guide our organization. We esteem to live by them. And the very first of those is Washington's proclamation. It is the duty of all nations to acknowledge, obey, and be grateful to Almighty God. When individuals acknowledge something higher than themselves, it creates humility. When people strive to obey moral principles, it builds trust. And when we practice gratitude, it changes the way we see the world and the people around us. Gratitude alone is powerful. It's hard to stay bitter, resentful, or cynical when you regularly stop and recognize the good things in your life. It shifts your perspective, it strengthens your relationships. It reminds you that while personal responsibility is paramount and the best things in life require hard work, not everything we have is earned entirely on our own. At Honor-Bound Fit, we talk a lot about discipline, responsibility, and personal growth. But those things become stronger when they're grounded in something bigger than themselves. So the idea is simple: acknowledge, obey, be grateful. 3 principles that shape the mindset of the first generation of Americans, and 3 principles that can still shape a strong life today.